The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Play fake. Mariota. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. John Ross with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Titans nothing. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Saquon Barkley, the ball.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down. And 5 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
The 36-yard line.
Here's Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, it's Mariota. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota completes it to Hardman. Touchdown, Packers! Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A strong running. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jones. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. It's picked up by the Titans, and they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans.
Chris Boswell.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Packers 14, Titans 7.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
58 the money. 58 the money. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
From the gun, Mariota eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes his... beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet.
While making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon, his 2nd sack of the night. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. First down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jones, and he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
first down. Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Mike, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
2.
Mariota now from the 50. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Mariota to throw it this time. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. this time he'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
A 26-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Jones now on first down. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Barkley.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check.
Now Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted. The rookie, Brandon Jones, picks it off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the gun, Jones flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones flushed to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. 53 at the mark. 53 at the mark. 53. Let's go. Check.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it'll be 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check. 53. Check. 53. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Let's go. 53. Here we go.
To throw again, Jones. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Landry that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Covered by Stephon Gilmore.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Titans going to get the ball to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Taken in the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Switch.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Jones going deep here for Landry. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Play action now. Mariota buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to Will Fuller. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Titans' 43-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Off the play fake, Mariota. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. Second and 10. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. John Ross with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Packers add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Packers 24, Titans 7. Aldrich Rosas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Tennessee.
Saquon Barkley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. We didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Hey.
Now Mariota. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Third down.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on third.
Right there. 54 miles.
Throwing is Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
58, check, 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 check. 58, right over there, yeah.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
45-yard line.
Come on, D. Mike's 54.
From the 45 on second down, Mariota. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To the air again. Mariota steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Titan football. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Fights him off. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And a couple of first downs on the drive already as he'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. on the draw. This is Barkley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Jones. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Titans 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On 3rd down, Mariota going deep downfield for Ross. Touchdown, Packers. John Ross, 41 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Jones going to throw again. Being chased out left. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The rookie, Brandon Jones, picks it off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach is up.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Olivier Vernon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it, and we're going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Tonight's final.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a preview. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Green Bay, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.